That's possibly one of the funniest but yet most disturbing things I've seen in many a long day. That was great. I mean, if you're going to do it...
It only gets worse from then on.
But you know what, Professor? If you're going to do it, you should... They both embraced and committed.
And commit. I think committing is the most important part of it, and we were really, really fortunate. Everyone in this series came on and committed. People really, really cared. They were rehearsing 2 days before. In the first season, I think people thought that they could wing it a little bit more than they could, and got a bit caught out when they realised they didn't quite know. It's a bit like, you know, when you're in the back of a cab on the way home after a night out, Magic FM's playing and you're singing along, and you think you know the words, but
and you don't.
You don't.
No, you don't.
Whereas this season, everyone really put the work in.
It's not easy to lip sync. As Mariah Carey proved on New Year's Eve, it's not easy.
She had a bit of a mare, didn't she?
Totally. She should have prepared.
She should have rehearsed.
She should have been like Danny Dyer.
But do you know what else she could have done? She could have sung. She wasn't on lip sync, was she? She was actually performing. She could have done what she was supposed to and sing.
I just thought, because the dancers were all in time.
Yeah.
And if they could hear, I don't understand. I don't know.
No,
who knows? We'll never get to the bottom.
I think she was a little bit shocked by the fact that all of her vocals weren't in the track, which meant she had the intention of lip syncing.
No, that's very, very true. No, she
was very awkward.
But it's got everybody talking about her, which is maybe what it's all about. Perhaps.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? So, look, you've got this coming out. You and Mel B really hit it off.
Yep.
You're going to be working together as well, maybe doing some music together, perhaps?
Maybe, yeah. I'm going to go, and if I end up in LA at the right time and she's around, we're both really busy. Yeah. So we only ever really see each other when we're working together, so we never get a chance to spend any time in the studio.
But that would work, both of you. I could see that working out really well.
Imagine having a song with a Spice Girl.
It's got to be good. It's got to be good. It's got to be a good thing. And the music's still very, very important to you. A huge big part of your life,
I've got a new song out today called Active.
Is it featuring one
of my pals, Gene McLean. And last year we put out Back on the Market, One Eye on the Door. It's a different game nowadays. I've got the freedom to just put songs out as and when I please, which is quite fun.
That is incredible, isn't it?
Makes it a little bit more exciting.
It's exciting, but it's also more control for you. There's another side to you, of course, which is the documentary side, when you've made some incredibly important documentaries. I never
saw myself becoming a documentarian, I really didn't.
But it's been, I think what's been really good about it is the honesty that you have shown. I mean, you talked about your dad, you've talked about the horrible thing that's happening, especially with young men. I mean, I was shocked to find that the biggest cause of death amongst young men is suicide.
Yeah, it's not something, if you ask someone who hadn't heard the numbers, they'd never say that. No. You know, cancer, knife crime, all these things come before the idea of suicide being the biggest killer of men, but it is, and the numbers are not falling. So.
No, they're not, and the thing is, people will listen to someone like you, because I think they can identify with you, and also you have got that real honesty, you know, when you're talking to the camera.
Yeah.
And it really...
Well, I'm not a journalist, and I think it's really... Anyone could stand there and reel off a list of numbers, but that's not what people connect with. I think what people connect with, and what I've been really fortunate with in the documentaries that I've made, is that we've run into really good people, and really I'm just a catalyst for them to get their stories across. So I'm making 2 more at the moment, one which is on child poverty in the UK.
Which is a disgrace.
It's, honestly, when people... And I think it's quite often out of sight, out of mind. I think when people don't... You know, it's easy to not be aware of what's happening.
Well, if you don't see it, if you don't if you're living in a bubble, then you won't.
When this programme comes out and people see the situations that so many... It's not an uncommon thing. 28% of all children in this country are living in poverty.
It's shameful, isn't it?
It's... In a first world country, how is that allowed to happen?
No, it is absolutely shameful. I mean, I do a lot of work for the STV appeal, and it's 1 in 5 in Scotland, 1 child in 5, which is just
crazy.
It shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't happen. But when people see the...
We'll only do something about it if people like yourself talk about it.
Yeah,
you know, that's the thing.
It's important that we do, I think.
Oh no, very, very much so. And you can do that. I mean, look. You know what it's like. You've been in the public eye. You've had, you know, last year it was a nightmare, and I know, but it's gone, right? It's gone.
We're 2017.
It's gone, and you're moving on. But that is one of the positive sides of you know, being well known, if you like.
Yeah.
One of the positive things is you can see these things.
And do you know what? It was just really fortunate where that fell, because actually it was when all that other stuff was going on and being sensationalised, I was able to focus on things which I really, really care about and I think are important.
Put it all in perspective as well.
Yeah.
It absolutely did. So look, singles out today, or it's not so much a single.
Active has come out today. It's just a song.
Out today. It's just a song. A song is out today, and then obviously we're going to see you in lip sync.
Yes, tonight.
Tonight. It's not to be missed. I mean, we only showed you a wee clip of what was going on, but oh my goodness me, it's a cracker.
Me and Craig Revel-Hall would do a little duet.
Oh, brilliant. It just gets better and better. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Always a joy. Cheers. Thank you very much indeed. If you'd like to see even more great guests, then click here. There are plenty more fantastic interviews to come, so make sure that you subscribe.